Well, I am looking forward right now to speaking to State Representative Chuck Moss, the Republican from Birmingham. Representative Moss is the House Appropriations Chair, and he's on the other end of our line. I'm Michael Patrick Shields. Good morning.
Good morning, Michael Patrick.
I see that the state, it turns out, has more money than we thought. Something like a $500 million surplus. Is that what you're hearing?
Oh, it's possible. There may be a windfall from the May revenue estimates, which would be a good thing. But we can't bake into our budgets, hope that our ship will come in or that we'll win the lottery or something will come in better. We have to go with the information we know we have, and if it comes in better, great. But you got to look at that as found money, and not bake that into your budget. And if you want to use it for something that will pay down your debt or make your long-term position better, rather than to just eat it and swallow it and leave yourself in a worse structural problem than before.
That's no fun, though. It's like found money, isn't it?
Yeah, well, that's what we've done for the last at least 4 years, is, evade making hard decisions because we suddenly found we had the stimulus money, or you find a little bit more, and then you get through this year, and then you don't worry about tomorrow. That's what we've been doing for years, and I think the results are pretty obvious. We've said that we're going to get this budget under control, and we're going to get our spending down, and we're going to get the whole thing organized, and we're going to do this on real numbers and not try to expect that we're going to win the lottery.
Senator Whitmer says with the education situation, that money ought to go right into the schools. What do you think?
Well, Senator Whitmer has it's not that. She wants to spend it on something else. But K-12 has to also restructure and reform. And you can't just keep giving money to K-12 because we have other needs in the state of Michigan. And K-12 public education is a need. But it's not the only need. We have clean water and roads and public safety, and we have to have jobs. Or those kids, we educate them and they go live somewhere else, like my daughters, or their parents are unemployed. And you can't just keep feeding K-12 because K-12 can't be exempt. School aid fund's gone up every year, except for I think it was 2009. While other budgets have stayed static or actually gone down. So, it's tough to have to say to the schools no, but in the end, you don't do them any favors by letting them off and by not having them make the reforms that need to be made.
Well, we'll see what the governor says tomorrow. He's giving an address about an overhaul of the public school system in Michigan, probably very aptly timed because lots of people are talking about it these days.
We'll see what the governor does, but those things might end up being savings, or they might not. You can't count on them for your budget. I think in the long run they will be savings, but we don't know, and we can't expect that.
Let me ask you this. I got an email from a listener who is very interested in this education business. He says, separate out the portion of educational funding that goes to teacher benefits from that actually spent on education. Then we can make sure it's truly, quote, for the kids, as the MEA always claims, and not merely another Democratic Party pay to back union donors. What do you think of that?
Well, you can't separate.
Go ahead.
Well, you can't separate out labor costs from for the kids because you have to have teachers to teach the kids. The question is whether or not these labor costs are sustainable or affordable. And at least for some of our school districts, including ones I represent, it's General Motors all over again. You've got labor costs that are simply out of hand. So you can't just separate it all out and say that what doesn't go to teacher salaries is for the kids, because the teachers are for the kids too.
Can you make a reasonable comparison? I think you just did, between the auto business and the teachers union.
I did that last night at a public forum, and one guy got up and said, "Excuse me, I work for Ford. Let's follow. We can do a different model." But yeah, if you have such a large percentage, and I have two big school systems in my district, one it's 85% general fund to labor, the other it's 90%. And if you cannot control those labor costs and legacy costs, it's going to sink you, just like it did General Motors. And the defined benefit plans are simply going out all over the world or all over the country because they're not affordable. So yeah, you can only take in $10 and spend 10. You can't spend 12 forever.
Just because I know you love the Tigers and you love baseball.
I like the Tigers. I'm more of a hockey fan, so I'm...
Well, the Red Wings don't know who they're going to play next. At least the Tigers know tonight they've got the Seattle Mariners coming in, and Andy Hetzel from Blue Cross Blue Shield is on the other end of our line. And they are also having a play now about Ernie Harwell. Good morning, Andy.
Good morning, Michael. It's an honor to be with you.
Thank you. Have you had a sneak preview of the Ernie Harwell play?
I haven't. Opening night is Thursday, and I'm attending that. It's at the City Theater in downtown Detroit, and we're really excited about our sponsorship of Mitch Albom's play, Ernie. It's a tremendous honor, and it's a two-person show, and I think it's going to be a really creative examination of Ernie's life in baseball and what he meant to so many people here in Michigan. The Tigers hosted a special preview over the weekend that I did not attend, but I did talk to some people who went, and they said that it was very moving and meaningful to them. So I'm looking forward to Thursday night.
Well, for a while, Ernie Harwell was the voice of Blue Cross Blue Shield of Michigan as well, particularly when it comes to walking. And
that's right.
Talk.
And on Friday, we're encouraging all of our customers across Michigan to get their employees out and walking. It's National Walk at Lunch Day. As we've talked about before, walking has many health benefits, and every year Blue Cross sponsors Walk at Lunch Day to encourage people to start adopting walking as part of a healthier lifestyle. And on Friday, we are actually hosting an event here at our tower headquarters in downtown Detroit. We have a mural that's painted in our tower building, and we're adding Mr. Harwell's image to that mural. We're also dedicating the walking track that's on top of our parking garage downtown. We have the second largest green roof in the state of Michigan here in downtown Detroit at Blue Cross, and as part of that, we have a walking track on our parking garage. We're dedicating that to Mr. Harwell as well on Friday. It'll be a very moving and meaningful day for us.
Boy, that's a great idea, and everybody be up early watching the royal wedding on Friday morning, and be ready for a stretch of the legs by noon when they'll all be yawning that day. So it'll be
I suppose
perfect.
so.
Because you get energy from walking, do you not?
Absolutely. You get a lot of health benefits from walking. It helps maintain all of the good things in your body, your cholesterol, your blood pressure, helps you relieve stress. It's a great thing to do with your family to reconnect with people after your work day. And, you take your family out for a good mile and a half walk around your neighborhood. And, it's got so many health benefits, and almost anyone can do it. So that's why we encourage people to adopt it.
So Friday is Take a Walk at Lunch Day, 30-minute walk if you can. And the Ernie Harwell play is on at the City Theater. And then, of course, as Blue Cross moves into their headquarters in downtown Detroit in the Renaissance Center, there's a big event next Monday for that as well. Representative Moss, what's on your docket today?
We're going to try and get our budgets passed out of appropriations this week. And
You are?
Keep it moving. Oh, yeah. Get them out, move them onto the floor, and keep it moving, keep on our track to get it done by June 1.
If they had skate at Lunch Day, would you be in on that?
Depends. It doesn't look like there's a lot of ice here, but I'll do it on rollerblades.
Okay. You don't do that, do you? You rollerblade?
Yeah, actually,
Really?
I have. Sure.
Through downtown Birmingham?
Yeah, actually, you can. It's a lot of traffic there. There's some better streets, but I rollerblade to Dick O'Dow's, and I kind of fall down coming out.
How do you keep your cigar lit while you're rollerblading?
I don't do that.
Okay.
You can't.
Thank you very much.
I need my hands to catch myself.
We'll look forward to talking to you soon. And Andy Hetzel, of course, always something dynamic going on. That's why Tony Cuthbert plays the song Love is Blue out of your segment, and we'll talk to you soon. It's Michael Patrick Shields, Michigan State coach Mark D'Antonio. When we get back, he's green, not blue.